Viewers' discretion. Please be aware that the views and opinions expressed by our guest are those of our guest solely, and they are not the views and expressions of the podcast or myself as Madam Speaker and the studios where we are recording. So if you want to come through as somebody who has the right to reply, if the episode is saying anything about you, you are more than welcome to reach out to us. But I want to emphasize that the views and opinions of the guest are solely of the guest and do not represent our channel, our podcast, or myself in any way, shape, or form.
At night, I couldn't sleep. When I got home, I couldn't sleep at all. The pain was so unbearable. I was very furious. I was frustrated. I'm in pain. I didn't even see my face because my face started to get swollen. He checked my ear and he was like, you know what? There's a lot of infection there.
Welcome to the Safe Space Chats podcast with Madam Speaker. My name is Perseverance Maremeni, also known as Madam Speaker, also known as the CEO of Self-Love. If you're joining for the first time, welcome to the family of healing, self-love, and motivation. And if you're returning, thank you so much for the continuous love and support that you are showing us. We are recording at number 7 Sedgwick Road in Isanoville. So if you want to start your own podcast or anything like that, you're more than welcome to hit them up on the number that's appearing on your screen. And also, if you want to reach out to us so that you can come and sit and we have conversations, you're more than welcome to hit us up on either one of the numbers that is appearing on your screen right now. We have a beautiful sister next to me. Hey, Fazalwan. Let me not even talk. She's going to introduce herself and we'll go straight into the reason why we are here today. My sister.
Hello, my darling.
How are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm good, thank you. Please introduce yourself to the viewers at home.
All right. My name is... Let me give all the last numbers.
Yeah, number plate.
Number plate.
Yeah.
All right. My name is Nhlanhla Maria Mampeli Mnyepi, and I'm from the East Rand.
Okay.
Yes.
So you wrote to us and you said you wanted to share your story with us. The floor is yours, my darling.
All right. First of all, I'd like to thank you for giving me this beautiful platform. I've seen you helping a lot of people around here, around the SA.
Yeah.
So, yeah, thank you so much.
You're welcome, sister.
I'd like to start that. Firstly, I'm employee of Ekurhuleni.
Okay.
I got hired 2014 in April. I work for City of Ekurhuleni. I'm a call center agent for customer service.
Okay.
So it's plus minus 11 years I've been the employee there. And then it happened that as a call center agent, we work with customer service. Obviously, we wear my headset.
Yeah.
So it's unfortunate that I sustained injury at work due to faulty headset.
Okay.
Yes.
And what happened on that day did you sustain the injury on a specific day or is it an ongoing thing because it's a hearing thing?
Okay. It started, actually, the problem started actually last year, but we never took it seriously. Because once in a while and then and the management will just switch off the system and then restart it again.
Okay.
But then the problem started to get serious around February because that time that's where each of every call that comes in, the sharp sound, the sharp sound will just come in while speaking to the client.
Okay.
Yes. So from February, management was very aware of the problem.
Okay.
I even took videos because they needed the videos from my system, the evidence, so I can give it to them.
Mm-hmm.
And then I worked 12 hours a day.
Mm-hmm.
So it was 48 hours a week.
Mm-hmm.
So can you imagine from 12 hours, every time you speak to clients, every now and then, that sharp sound just coming since from February. And then unfortunately on the 23rd of April, 2025, while I was on duty, around about 11 o'clock, that the same sharp sound just occurred. And that time it was totally different. I couldn't even bear the pain. Yeah. I had to remove my headset and throw it away. And because two or three of my colleagues saw that, because we sit amongst each other, and they started asking me what's wrong. I was like, oh, this thing is getting now I started to hearing the buzzing sound, and I called my supervisor and he came and I informed me, this is what's happening. This thing doesn't stop, And normally, like every day, they're like, no, switch off the system and give it 10 minutes and then we'll go on, it'll be okay. So I did that. But while on waiting for the system, I could hear the buzzing sound. It was very bad. I told my supervisor, I was like, you know what, let me go to the chemist and get probably painkillers. Maybe I'll be fine. And then he allowed me. I drove myself to the nearest chemist there and I bought with my medical aid.
Wait, Standwa, before we get to you driving yourself to the chemist, this buzzing sound that comes and goes every now and then, is it only on your station or is it for everybody?
Not everybody. Per shift, you are plus minus 40 agents.
Okay.
Okay? So the system that we are aware that they have the same problem, they are plus minus 5 or 6. So it's
Okay.
not only mine.
But there are specific stations that have this problem, but other stations don't have the same
Yes.
problem. Okay.
Yeah. So I drove myself to the chemist and then I got the medication with my medical aid and I came back. So when I came back to the office, then the supervisor told me, you know, it's fine. I think the system is okay and I can go back to work. And I was like, I mean, you cannot even give me plus minus 30 minutes. So at least, because I've just drank my pills, so that I can adjust and be fine. So meanwhile waiting and then I switched on again the system. But the problem started continuously going on until the supervisor said, no, it's fine, you can stop working because I can also say what there's nothing that we can do. The system too. And then not off following day, because that was the first day shift. Normally it's 2 days day and then 2 days night shift.
Okay.
Yes. So on the second day, I went to, at night, I couldn't sleep. When I got home, I couldn't sleep at all. The pain was so unbearable. And following day in the morning, I decided, let me go to work so that probably can start with this IUD thing. Because also we know that when you get injured at work, they need to do this IUD, what is it, the IUD thing.
Okay.
Then I went to work. Unfortunately, when I got to work, the same supervisor that was there yesterday was not there.
Okay.
So per shift, we have 2 supervisors. So I went and told the other supervisor who was on duty, but he was not there yesterday. And I explained to him. And normally, they do put everything on the notebook, what happened the whole day during the shift, you know. So if we had a problem with the system, they do write it down.
Yeah.
So I informed the guy and I told him, this is what happened yesterday. And did the other supervisor tell you what happened? And he was like, no, he didn't inform me anything. And I was like, can you just check on the books or any? No, I didn't speak to him actually yesterday. So I explained to him what happened. And he was like, you know what, I can see your face. Like you didn't sleep. I was like, you know what? So we started having a conversation about it. And I even explained the way Tepe handled things yesterday in Akona. I was not even hip about that. You know, would say, you even allow myself to drive myself to the chemist and you're not assisting. You're like, what is the system? So I explained everything to the guy and he was like, so meanwhile we were talking, Tepo comes in, the other supervisor. And he comes in and the Vosi informs Tepo, no, Nhlanhla, she's here because of what happened yesterday. And I'm also surprised because you didn't put it on the notebook or in the management group.
Yeah.
And then also Nhlanhla, she's not happy how you handled things yesterday. You let her go to
the pharmacy alone and all that, yeah.
And then we talk about it. And they were like, you know what, just give us time. We'll call you and so that we can start with the process of the IUD. All right, no problem. I went downstairs and they never called me until I knocked off. So I'm sitting there 12 hours with pain. And then on night shift, and I came to work because I wanted to find out they need to do something.
Yeah.
So for night shift, I went back to work and I asked them, did you guys sort this issue of IUD? What's going on? They're like, no, we're waiting for the manager. We did informing the acting manager actually. We did inform the acting manager about your accident and then we are waiting for him to give us a feedback. So remember that the accident happened on the 23rd of April. So the whole shift from the 23rd of April, they didn't do anything. Until I decided on the 29th of April, like, you know what, let me go to the doctor because I cannot. Now the headaches, the pain, it is too much, I can't sleep at night. I went to my family GP and I told him what happened. And first thing he asked, where's the IUD? I was like, you know what? Just take from a medical aid, because these people are then like they're, I don't know how can I put it, because I know immediately you report the accident, they need to print out the IUD, and then they need to take you to the hospital or doctor, whatever that is exactly. But they didn't do anything. Hence, I came to you. And he was like, okay, no problem. And he checked my ear. He was like, you know what? I'm suspecting there's an infection. So I need to refer you to the specialist. And then bear in mind that when it comes to specialist, you don't go tomorrow.
Yeah.
So he was
There
like,
has to be an appointment of some
exactly,
sort, yeah.
you know. So I went home. He gave me medications for pain relief. And then I went home. When I got home, I called the number that he gave me for a specialist. And they gave me the date of 6 June. I was like, no way, I cannot wait for 6 June. We are in April, so the whole month of May I'll be waiting. I called my doctor, informed him about it, and was like, you know what, tomorrow I'll call them, and then I'll get back to you with the dates. Of which he did that, and then they gave me the date of the 13th of May.
Okay.
So now, comes to following week, it's a new shift. I still go back to work, even though my GP doctor wrote the sick note. And he booked me off from the 29th until the 13th. Why did I decide to go to work? Because I wanted to find out with this IUD thing. Because now I'm a bit stressed that if I go to as much as the doctor put me off, if I go to the specialist, they want money.
Yes.
So I need to find out from my management exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
So ngihambe-ke and they shift my cala, ngicela meeting with my supervisors, both supervisors. And they didn't have any answers for me. They're like, no, we're still waiting for... I was like, but you cannot be telling me the same story from last week. You're still waiting. What's so difficult for you to print out that IUD and fill it so that I can go to the doctor with it, you know? And, madam, let me tell you something. It became a chaos in that office. The arguments, you know what, you would say, no, but then... there's nothing that we can do also, you know what? So I was very frustrated. I was very frustrated. And then I was like, you know what? Okay, then I continued working. I think on the, if I'm not mistaken, on the 3rd of May. And then my supervisor called me. Actually, he WhatsApped me saying that, no, your IUD is ready. Because now I was sitting via WhatsApp asking him what's going on. I need the IUD common. And he was like, no, you can come and collect your IUD. So that time I was not at work because remember the doctor put me off.
Yeah.
And so I asked him to give it to one of my colleagues because uhlala duze nakwami. So when I went to fetch the documents from my colleague and I went to the doctor, you know. So I started to my GP so that he can fill in that IUD thing.
Yeah.
So when I went back to my GP and when he looked at the documents, he was like, Nhlanhla, first of all, the documents are empty. They didn't fill anything. Now we're doing fraud.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know what? Let me fill in my part and then go back, make sure they fill
Their part.
Yeah. So when he turned the pages, only to find out the part that is supposed to be filled, it's not there.
By your employer?
But yes. No, the doctor's...
the portion for the doctor to fill it. Yeah.
Yes. And he's like, you know, man, the page that I'm supposed to fill in is not there. So these people, like, they're full of games. What's going on here? They firstly give you actually it's the wrong IUD. Number 2, it's empty. They didn't fill up. Number 3, there's no page where I'm supposed to fill in. I was like, oh, okay, you know what? Got home, I called my supervisor. I took the photos. I sent it to him. Like, the IUD that you gave me, it's wrong. He protect me. He never replied. I drove myself to work and because I wanted to find out exactly what's going on. Mangifike emsebenzini and it was him and the other supervisor, if I'm not mistaken. And then he was like, no, let me call manager so that he can explain because mina angazi lutho ngelo. That is wait, angazi anything nge-IUD. He called the manager starts saying, no, Yena, he only knows this part. So same day also, there was also altercations between us. Like it cannot be all 3 of you that you don't know how to fill in the IUD. Escalated the matter to the senior management if you guys don't know. I was very furious. I was frustrated. I'm in pain. And what's worse is that they can even see my face because my face started to get swollen. All right, then when I was about to go out, there's a guy that we worked with together in the same shift, and he's also part of a union, and he's also a secretary. So I call him and tell him, "What you know what?" And you know what? I expected more support from him because he knows about the problem.
Yeah.
He works in the same center where
Yeah.
there's the systems when they give that sharp sound, he is there. So as part of union, I was like, okay, when I went out from the office, I was glad to see him. Good, okay, at least maybe he can intervene and try to sort out this IUD thing. And he promised to know it's fine. Let me speak to the management. I will send email to the DH and then we'll get back to you so that on the 13th when you go to the doctor, you'll be able to have
the
IUD.
Yeah.
No problem. Fast forward, come the 13th, I took myself to the doctor. I paid the amount because I could see any movement here.
Yeah.
I'm the one who's in pain. These people, they don't care. Being a doctor, I paid, and that was my first consultation with the specialist.
Yeah.
He checked my ear and he was like, you know what, there's a lot of infection there. So we need to treat the infection first before we can see the damage there. Because I explained to him what was going on. I even had a video. I showed him the video of the sound. And then he said, I need you to come back on the 27th of May.
Okay.
All right, no problem. I went home. When I got home, I took all the information. I gave it to my supervisor. I just came back from the specialist. This is what he found. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I explained everything. And he just blue-ticked me. He never said, oh, okay, maybe we are sorry or, nothing, nothing. And then on the 19th of May, because I can see, good, you know what? And you know what? If you worked in such a long, whether it's a company, but already you know how your employer plays the cards. You know, good, see, when they want to do something, they will do it. And if they're ignorant, they will just... by the 19th of May, I already knew, but you know what, these people, they just want to put this thing under the carpet. I started to email my DH because my 2 supervisors failed me, my manager failed me, and now I'm escalating things to my DH. In that email, I also included the HR. I emailed them, I explained everything what happened from day one. I put my face was swollen, hence I said before. I put the picture of my face, I put that evidence of the video there. They didn't respond. That was the 19th of May until on the 21st of May, if I'm not mistaken, or 22nd, I received a call from my manager. He's like, can you come to work? Because now we are ready to assist you with the IUD. I was like, okay, no problem. I went there on the 23rd. The meeting was on the 23rd of May. Mangfika lapha, and it's my 2 supervisors, the acting manager, and the guy called, I cannot give the names maybe. Okay. He's an HOS. Okay. He's part of HOS.
Okay.
So HOS is for occupational healthy safety thing, yes. So he introduced himself, and then he was like, you know what, can you explain to me what happened? I explained, you know what. Before I can explain that, the both supervisor and the manager tells him that, you know what, we called you here because this is what happened to Ms. Miepi, and unfortunately, we don't know how to sign the IUD because the first IUD that we gave it to her, it was wrong. She came back, said that the doctor said the IUD is wrong. So that's why we called you so that we can assist us. And I was a bit disappointed, for the from the both supervisors and the manager, all 3 of them don't know how to fill in the IUD. You want to even go to extend from the other department to assist to get the assistant. But then we cannot learn izinto every day. Ufunda every day, and if you don't know, you don't know. And I even explained that to them, which, you know what, guys, let's just forget what happened. The altercations we have the previous days, let's get the way forward because I'm in pain, you know what. And meanwhile, while we're talking, behind the office, it's a call center. That sound, that sharp sound, the OHS guy can hear that sound. And he even asked, is that sound that injured you? And everyone agreed in the office that, no, that is the sound that is coming from the system. And he also agreed with, no, guys, this is bad. I mean, if I can hear the sound sitting here in the office, what
about
more
somebody
in the
who's-
ear, you know?
yes.
And then he started explaining the procedure, and he was like, you know what, one of my supervisors says, you know what, when it comes to Mepi's case, because she doesn't have sick days, my sick days were finished. And Nakona, it's because of them. I'll come back to that. And he explained that, Guti, so the doctor already put her off. So we want to know what is the way forward because her sick days are off. And Mr. Mudupi explained, to know what, if Mepi comes back with the medicine, since she's saying that she's going back to the specialist on the 23rd, definitely she have to come back with the medical report.
Yes.
So when you're going to take the medical report, write in a memo, and then to apply for a special leave.
Okay.
So that she cannot be affected when it comes to her pay.
Yes.
No problem. And everything was in record. I was recording, and now they are very much aware of that because
Yes.
now they're also recording the meeting.
Yeah.
So we wrapped the meeting that day on the 23rd that I have to go. Oh, before that, I asked Mr. Mudupi about the payment. I'm like, so, because already I'm using my medical aid to get medication. I paid the specialist cash because they don't take medical aid for first consultation. So I cannot be paying again on the 27th of May with my money again. And he told me that it's unfortunately with uMaspala. I'm going to copy his words. Unfortunately, uMaspala akanamali. So kuzomela ukuthi usebenzise your own funds or your medical aid. Thina into esidinga ukube sidinga only medical report so that sizokwazi uku-assist for apply for your IUD. I was like, okay, no problem. You know, we see everything's on record. I said, no, it's just manje ayikho into esizoyenza njengomile ukuthi uMaspala akanamali akazokunika yona in cash ukuthi uhambe ubhadale specialist. Like, okay, and I still ask ukuthi, so if it happens ukuthi umuntu uyawa la, because I felt good he wanted to be dodgy about this thing. So I asked him, or he explained to me, when it comes to injury yendlebe, it's totally difficult bavele bayithathe nje icase yakhona because what if I had injury the previous from outside, not even work. And I was like, it's not a problem because mina every year I do a test with my medical aid, and they do send those things discover nan.
Yeah.
So, and unless na company, you guys have to provide my medical test yearly.
Yes.
That is the acts from the employment. And so when he saw the good, you know what, I'm starting to challenge him now. He's like, no, it's fine. Just bring that medical report, then we'll take it from there. And we can also see you. They all agreed. We can also see your face is swollen, and when I just go home and relax, we'll sort everything out. When I just make sure that you send the medical report on the 27th.
Yeah.
No problem. 27th comes, and I paid again with my money, and the doctor checked, and he was like, you know what, at least the infection, so now we can go to the audiologist so that we can check my test and check it damage kangakanani. So it happened again with the audiologist, and I took the test. So when Madala gave me the results, I could see the way he looked at me. Because
It's concerned.
I was like, no, talk to me. What's going on? And he was like, no, go back to Dr. Okovoski. He'll explain to you everything. Yeah. But I was like, but now most you can explain, Madala, what's going on. He was like, go to Okovoski. Madam, trust me, you know, when something is bad, you can feel it with And I went back to Dr. Okovoski, and he immediately when I went inside the room, I gave him the documents, and he looked at it, he looked at me, and he was like, you came alone? I was like, I came alone. And he was like, you know what, unfortunately, I don't have good news. You've lost your hearing. And actually, it's for both ears, but the severe one, the damaged one, is the right one. So what is the way forward now? Because you said you're injured at work. And I know with such cases, they don't want to take accountability, you know. I mean, if we can get such words from the doctor, and it was like, you know what, but he was like, you know what, I want you to start concentrating on yourself, you know what, and so that you can heal and accept, because this is a disability. It's a permanent thing.
Sure.
I left the doctor's room so heartbroken. And yeah, it was something else. I was not okay. I went home and being emotionally, crying, trying to understand, like, okay, out of within a blink of an eye, right now I'm disabled. What's going on? So it was night shift at work. I called one of the colleagues so that he can come, and because I thought after coming back from the doctor, I'm just going to drive straight to the office so that they can drop the documents. But because of the news that I received, I was no longer okay. So when I got home, I called one of my colleagues because he lives around my area there. And I asked him to come and collect the documents and give it to the supervisor. They're going for a night shift.
Yeah.
And then he came. He took the documents and we started talking about things, because naye wabona ukuthi awukho right. He started comforting me, ukuthi no, uzoba right man, ukhona. And then he went to work.
Yeah.
So he WhatsApped me telling me that, no, I gave the documents to the other supervisor of Vusi. Okay, following day, I want to call Vusi to confirm what did he receive
The documents. Yeah.
He doesn't take my calls. And then I called Temba, like, what happened yesterday? I don't know. I got to Vusi, in Toledo office, I gave the documents to Vusi. We even talked about your case. And I even told Muguti, when I left you, you were miserable, you are not okay. And we are there with your kids only. So he hasn't called you. No, he hasn't called me. And I'm trying to call him, he doesn't pick up my calls. Okay, but he did assure me that he did give those documents to the supervisor.
Yeah.
All right. And fast forward, I just sat at home with this new injury, new, what is it?
New disability.
Disability, trying to adjust. And I called my psychologist, and because I wanted to speak to someone who probably can assist. I don't know how so,
Yeah.
Because I called my psychologist and we had a session. I told her this is what happened, and one is like, no, it's not a problem. Then adjust when time goes on. You know how psychologists, when they try to put your life back together, to comfort you. So, okay, fine. Time goes on, and then it's towards payday now of June. There's no communication, no WhatsApp to check from my supervisors. Good, okay, now we received the documents and we can see what you are not okay, and how can we help you? Do you need any assistance? Do you need any well-being psychologist from within the company? Nothing at all. And then fast forward, come to payday, and before that, the pay office calls me and they tells me that we haven't received the timesheet, and just bear in mind you won't get paid for June. I call my supervisor, he doesn't pick up. I WhatsApp him, Tepo, I've just received a call from the pay office and they said I'm not going to get paid. I just want to find out what's going on. He replies immediately. He tells me that no, unfortunately your timesheet is at the office, so it's your responsibility to go and take your timesheet. And hey, now I'm confused, because I mean, Kanti, what happened to the last meeting? The last sitting?
Because they said they were going to sort it out with a special leave.
Exactly. And that was it. And we copy and paste. Remember, it's timesheet date in ama rules, terms and conditions at the back. So I think he wrote from there, and then he just, yes, we all are aware with timesheet, it's your responsibility, but now you are injured at work.
Yes.
And going back to what we wrapped on the meeting that day, what does it mean now? So come 25th of June, I don't get paid. I call both my supervisors. The other one who blocked me. Yes. Tepo doesn't answer my WhatsApp. And then I called one of my colleagues and asked them, both of them, they're there at the office. I'm like, okay, well, I didn't get paid. Can you please just open a system and print it out, bill into Zanen? payslip yam. And they did that, and they sent it to me, and the payslip it is 00. I called the pay office, and they couldn't answer me via email. Not actually, I did send the email, not called. They didn't give me any feedback. Good, why didn't I get paid? And then, everyone just went silent. Everyone just went silent from the 25th of June. Everyone just went silent. And then now I'm starting to get stressed,
Yeah.
Remember the bond, the kids. I'm a mother of 4. So I have to pay all those things. There's no pay for one. And I'm starting to get frustrated. I'm stressed. And then on the 2nd of July, when I woke up, I was not feeling well. This right side of mine, I couldn't even move. And then I told my kids, like, you know what, because I didn't want them to see me being sick,
in that state,
and now the school are closed. I was like, no, just pack your things and go to Ugogo. And I've got twin boys, the teenagers, they're 16, and then I've got the 10-year-old, and then I've got the 3-year-old. So they took the younger ones, they went. But the other twin, like, I think he knew, he came back. So when he came back, he asked me, I was like, no, I'm not okay. I cannot move my right side. I'm not okay. He's like, can I call an ambulance for you? I was like, don't call an ambulance. I'll try and drive. Just run a bath for me so that I can take a bath. And then he helped me bathing, and then we drove to the hospital.
Yeah.
When I got to the Parkland Hospital, the first consultation, they took the high blood and to find out with my BP, it's ridiculous.
Sure.
It's bad. And the doctor came to the emergency. He was busy with me. They gave me injections. Meanwhile, the doctors were busy with injections. I'm trying to call my aunt because the doctor did mention that, it will be admitted. So I'm trying to call my aunt so that she can come and get my car. I don't want my car to be parked there at the hospital. When I called my aunt, and she's like, I was about to call you, and where are you? I'm like, no, I'm at the hospital. I was about to call you, so I want you to come and fetch my car. And she just hung up on me, and I'm like, Haibo, manje, why ang drop the phone? I called back, and she was like, hey, I have to drive to Pretz. How? We have to drive to Pretz. What's going on? And she was like, no, I'll get back to you. I'll send my sisters to come and fetch the car. Right, no problem. So through the consultation with the doctor, because I didn't want to reveal that to my boys, I used to get sick ngendlela yokuthi ngiwe endlini ukhona, and uma ngiwa endlini ngizovuswa sengivuswa amakhaza phansi from the tiles ukhona. So I revealed that to the doctor, and he was like, no, what, let's take you to a scans, probably nje ukuthi uwe plus minus 3 times, just ukuthi check ukuthi akunama any clots or ukhona nje. So we went to the scans. Coming back from the scans, I could see my 2 sisters standing there by the emergency room. And I could see their faces, something is wrong, man. And that time it clicked to me, good time, man, there's only one person who stays in Brett. That's my brother. And this time my aunt driving to Brett, clearly something is
wrong, yeah.
And unfortunately, that's where my sister delivered the news that my brother took his life.
Sure. So sorry, sis.
Yeah, thank you.
Apa, you are fighting your own things.
Yeah. So that was on the 2nd of July. I got admitted, and I trying to digest the news, and trying to understand exactly like what's going on now, And then on the 3rd, during the week, because I remember it was the 2nd of July, it was Tuesday. So I'm sitting there in the hospital, putting everything on the status. This is what I'm going through, what? So a friend of mine calls me. It's like, Aibo, I can see your statuses. What's going on? I'm sorry about your brother. But then at work, what's going on? Then I tell him, I'm going to know, this is what's going on. I tell me, give me your DH number from the department. And then I give the DH number. He calls the DH. And then I'm telling you, you know what? hey, lo muntu nobu arrogance nyana, because sometimes you will threaten us as a call center at yena, he's politically connected. We cannot do anything. And the guy that I was speaking to is also from the parliament. So he was like, no, it's fine. If it's politically connected, I'm also there. So just give me the number.
Yes.
And I gave the guy the number. And trust me, within during that day, I received an email from my DHPA saying that I must come for a meeting to discuss my case. So the date was on the 8th of July. I also opened a grievance. After I forgot that, I opened a grievance. After that,
You not
none of
paid,
payment. Yes, I opened a grievance. Remember, grievance. I think it's 7 to 10 days that they need to reply. They never replied. So only the time that the guy called the DH, and then 2 emails came in. One to discuss the case, the injured work, and number 2 was for the grievance sitting. I'm still at the hospital that time. And then on Friday, the doctor discharged me as an outpatient. He was like, no, what, you can go home so that you can start preparing your brother's funeral. So on the 8th, I spoke to my family. Can you please, guys, allow me to go to work so that they can find out from these people? As much as you are grieving, you are preparing the funeral, but then let me just go in here. And my mama, she was like, no, it's fine, you can go. We'll call one. And then my aunt came with me. Say corner. The meeting was 11 o'clock, 8 July. Guess what, Masfig? I'm an officer key where they're not there. I went to my manager's office, he's not there. And he was also CC'd in that meeting. When we called him, he said, Yena, use Pinoni. And when I was with my union representative that time. So when the lady asked him, but you are aware of the meeting? I said, yes, I'm aware, but then I'm at Pinoni, so what? We went upstairs to the second floor, the DH office. The office were locked. And then we went to the HOD office. And we found the PA, the HOD was not there.
Wait, the whole time I thought DH is the HOD.
No.
DH is what?
It's the divisional head.
Okay, then there's the head of department.
Yes.
Okay.
So we went there, and the PA, and he called the DH. And the DH answered the phone, and the PA let I'm telling you know what, I have these people here, they're here for a meeting. And he was like, hey, minangse for Loras. We're in the other meeting. So now the union representative want to speak to DH, but you are the one who organized the meeting. Yes. And number 2, I think you guys are aware of it, because obviously the message is out there at the call centers. But then you've organized the meeting. Yeah. And she's here. She tried to pause everything from her brother's funeral preparation. She's here, but then we are not here. Yeah. No, but she can wait until 1 o'clock. I was like, hey, my brother, I cannot. From 11 o'clock to, I've got a lot of things to do, man. We decided to go home. Fast forward, nothing happens. They went silent. I buried my father, my brother, and then it's like life goes on just like that. Nothing happened. Fun enough, comes July 25, July for payday. I get paid. Oh, okay. I get paid 25. Even though it's not like a normal pay. Yeah. Actually, it was half of it, you know. Yeah. But I was like, okay, at least they're doing something, because now on holiday, I call my union representative, I let her know, the money just came in, but even though it's half, but at least clearly shows they're doing something. But can you please contact them, because we need to sit down regarding the IOD. Yes. And after the funeral, I remember, because the funeral was on Sunday, on Tuesday, I decided to go to CCMA. I went to CCMA in Joburg, and I forget CCMA, but no, when it comes to municipal cases, it's under bargaining council. Okay. The lady just gave me the numbers, who can I email, and he gave me all the information. So when I was about to step out, and some ladies would be about my case. And she was like, nah, man, why don't you take your case to E-Labor? EFF lab, just go, maybe now probably they can assist you. Yeah. I went there, and I found the guys from EFF, and the guy's name, I forgot his name, but he was like, no, he heard my story, and what happened, I was like, no, give me the DH number or whoever management, you have the number so that I can call them. He called the DH because now my supervisors and the manager, I don't see them anymore because they failed a long time ago.
Yeah.
So the guy calls the DH in front of me, put the phone on the loudspeaker. He introduced himself. I'm calling from EFF, and I have this case. You call one. Do you know about it? The way DH aphendule ngakhona. Hey, as in ngizongimoshela isikhathi because lo muntu loyo I organized a meeting and she didn't pitch up. And I was like, what do you mean you organized a meeting and I didn't pitch up? I came to the office. You were not there. You said when we were at Fosloras to the other meeting. And now he's starting to mumbling because he never thought I was there. No, it's not a problem. Listen, my comrade, let's have a meeting this Thursday. This coming Thursday. At that time it was Tuesday. Let's have a meeting on Thursday so that we can discuss this case. No problem. Come Thursday, no info. Nothing at all. No calls, no time, because we're waiting for the time so that he can give us exactly the invitation of the meeting.
Yeah.
When I called the guy from the EFF, he blue ticked me also, and I was like, oh, okay, well, now it's pretty much obvious. Maybe they had a meeting without me, but then why do you blue tick me now?
Yeah.
If the guy didn't come back with invitation for the meeting, you were supposed to be honest with me and tell me this is what happened. Okay, and then towards end of July, I get admitted again. I was not okay at all. The stress, the frustrations, the pain, the BP, and then I was admitted at Vista Clinic. Yes. And then remember when you were there, they are psychologists, they are psychiatrists. And then my psychiatrist, and then organizing, occupational therapy. Yes. And then also the psychologist, she was like, you know what, let's call Ilentuzane and just find out why didn't you get, what's going on? Why your ID is not registered? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Or before that, before I got admitted, after the EFF meeting, I went to Niger Labor, Department of Labor, to register my case myself. Because remember the lady from Sesame, she gave me all information. Good to know. Municipal cases, they go to Bagani Council. And number two, you can also register the case if you have all the information.
Yes.
So even though I was sending all the medical reports, I always kept a copy for myself. I went to Nigel in Department of Labor. I registered the case. I received the claim, the claim number immediately. And then that's where I was admitted. Yes, after that I was admitted again because I think it was first or second week of August. I can't remember the date. I'm sorry about that.
No problem.
So when I was there at the hospital, my psychologist was like, you know what, since you've registered the case, let's find out from them. Because what happens that during July, as much I'm frustrated, I'm not getting paid. What's going on? I'm trying to get all the advices and way forward to Carbon. I ended up getting the lady from this famous newspaper. And I was like, you know what? I need you to take the story and just publish it because I can see with these people now, they're trying to squeeze this case of mine. The lady started calling the DH officers, the HOD, ended up calling the city manager. She emailed the city manager, the city manager spokesperson. And then the city manager spokesperson replied saying that they are going to investigate the matter. So when I got to the hospital with my psychologist session, I told her, this is what we went so far. And she was like, no, what? Let's continue where you stopped with the lady from the newspaper. Yeah. And let me email the city manager spokesperson, the city manager spokesperson. And then she sent the email. He replied following day saying, I don't know, you guys, why are you involving me in this case? And then he CC'd the HOD, the Seho sent to, can you please look at this matter? That was it. All right, then I was discharged, and I think because we stayed there for 3 weeks, I think by end of August I was discharged. Come August payment, I don't get paid. I call my union representative, and she sends email, but you were able to pay her on July. Now she doesn't get paid for August. What's going on? And there were no replies.
Sure.
And then on the 1st of September, I decided to drive to the regional office of the union. I went there, I requested a meeting with the regional manager, and then we spoke there. In that meeting, and the guy called the HR from the City of Ekurhuleni, and he requested a meeting with immediate effect, because that time, first week of September, my medical aid was terminated. I cannot even buy medication for my chronic. Like everything now is on standstill. Now I'm receiving letters from the schools. The transport for the kids, it's not paid.
The banks.
You know what?
Yeah.
The debit orders, everything's on the standstill now. So that's why I decided, you know what, let me just drive to the union office and find out exactly what's going on. So he called immediately a meeting for him, an agent meeting. And then the HR guy replied, like, no problem, Monday we can meet up. Come Monday, I drove to Jamestown because I thought the meeting was there. When I got to the HR and they're like, no, the meeting was postponed for tomorrow. So I was like, then what? I was not told about it, Unfortunately, your HOD, she was not prepared for the case. So she asked to be postponed for tomorrow. No problem. But then bear in mind, tomorrow will be a visual meeting. So there's no need for you to come here. No problem. I went back home. Following day, they sent the invitation for a visual meeting. So in that meeting, there were HR, DHs, and the whole CRM management.
Yeah.
And then with the two union representatives, from the IMADO. And in that meeting, they were, apparently my DH says I didn't submit anything. Yes. I decided to stay at home. So actually I've absconded from work. If baya khona wabayang charge. And number two, IOD, injured work, he's not sure about it because according to him, call center is running very smoothly. So there are no any problems at the call center. And I failed to understand this guy ukuthi uyazuzwa ukuthi uthini. Like, can you really hear yourself exactly what you are saying?
Yeah.
If you said I didn't submit anything, IOD ngi-register kanjani? There are a lot of things like I failed to understand. So in that meeting, when I started to question him, and he started to mumbling, and he started to inviting the acting manager, who was supposed to also be part of that IOD thing, to come in the middle so that he can explain himself. Why didn't I get paid? Why my IOD is not registered? And then he invited Umali. Mali comes in, and now he's starting to mention, going to know, I didn't get paid because I've submitted my medical report last week. Of which, last week, it was that medical certificate, stick note from the psychiatrist, because I was discharged end of August.
Yes.
So now the union asking them, so we all know the rules. Whether you get sick or what, you are not supposed, you don't have any right to hold somebody's salaries. Yes. And number two, the people who are only supposed to be investigating this case is people from Labor Department.
Yes.
You don't have any right to investigate the case unless you're doing as the City of Ekurhuleni on your side.
Yeah.
So what's going on now? What is the way forward? Because we want MEP's salaries. Hey, Madam Speaker, the way my HOD, yabona umuntu ongekho ready to come into a meeting, and if you can listen to that recording, I don't know if we bekangenzeli favor or kanjani to be in that meeting, because she was so silent the whole meeting. And when the union representative asked her to step in, so that because she needs to talk end of the day. She
needs to intervene.
Exactly. And she was like, you know what? And unfortunately, I don't know about this case. I don't know about. Remember, the case was postponed yesterday because of you.
Yes.
Now we are coming to the meeting. You are telling us, when you don't know anything about the case, you don't have any documents on the case, and when we are questioned, who authorized payment July, but you are saying she didn't submit any medical documents. So what's going on? What the hell is going on here? They couldn't answer that. When you're in an exam room, if you know very good you didn't study, and they give you the question paper. That was the meeting. They were so clueless, they didn't know. bebangazi ukuthi baya phambili or baye emuva. So the meeting on that day, it was wrapped that they are given 14 days. Actually, that is the HOD's words. Ukuthi no, she's asking for you 14 days so that she can prepare all the back pay, salaries, and then prepare the IUD and everything else. So she was given 14 days. And the 14 days, it ended on the 18th of September. Comes 18th September, nothing in my bank account. And then I asked the union guy to step in so that he can start asking them what's going on. They couldn't answer that. He keeps on sending the emails until he also send it to the HOD, HR, involving those senior management from the city office.
Yeah.
And then at least that time there was a movement. We go to, okay, now they're starting to interact. They reply to the, the emails.
To the emails,
yes.
yeah.
And I was also promised, good to know, by the 25th of September, she will receive her big pay. Come 25, nothing happens.
Not even for the pay of September?
Nothing. Not even for the pay of September.
Sure, Sisi. It's a lot, and I can only imagine how all of this has been affecting you, like it's affecting you in every way possible. Not only financially, not only emotionally, not like it's affecting you in everything. And unfortunately, because we're almost at the end of today's episode, I just want us to get to what is the situation today and what help would you like to receive from the public?
All right. The situation is I'm still haven't got paid, even though there are trails of emails coming from the City of Ekurhuleni management, from the HR to whoever's on top there, giving me empty promises. Firstly, I need to mention this before we can do the closing. There was a delay of the IOD.
Yeah.
The reason for that, the Department of Labor sent email with a document that they need to fill. That document is for noise measurement. Remember, what's in Limele Chuchu, faulty headset, and that sharp sound. So the department, after I applied an issue of IOD, and then the department sends that, the Department of Labor sends that OD2 form. It's for noise measurement that they need to fill. So the delay, it was from July, August, September, 2 months to 3 months of delay because they didn't want to fill that OD2 form. And with that OD2 form, they need to get IT specialist to come and check the system. Is it true, really, what I'm saying? I've got the injury from that headset. And they need to, when it comes to noise measurement, a normal sound noise, I don't know if they can correct me, but according to what they told me, from 77 to 85, it's a normal sound.
Okay.
And then from 85 above, it's a problem.
Yeah.
So after that meeting, that visual meeting, the HOD from the HR department promised, no, they are still looking for IT specialists. And because these people, they don't come cheap, but definitely when they find one, they will fill in that document.
Yeah.
Trust me, within 3 to 4 days, I received the document, signed, they did fill 77 noise measurement. I was excited. I was like, oh, finally, they did the right thing. I take the document, I send it to the Department of Labor, and then I also send it to my friend who's also on at the private company as an HOS.
Okay.
And she was like, no, Nhlanhla, don't get too excited. There's no way the video that you've been sending me, and with this 77 number, I hambi kahle ukubona labantu mamane babhala nje kuphela. Google and check ukuthi yenzakalani with this noise measurement. That's why I went back and started to study ukuthi kahle in noise measurement calculate kanjani what's going on ukubona. And I ended up asking the management, you know what, for me to be sure they did the right thing to write that 77 noise measurement, I requested them a BRS certificate. So it's for a basic risk assessment. I sent email again requesting them to send me a medical report because remember, as a call center agent, they need to take you for test, eye test, hearing test. So since from 2014,
annual medical screening.
Exactly. Since from 2014, when I met them, till today, I've never went for that. So we are still waiting. No pay for this month, past months. They cannot give me the BRA certificate. They cannot give me my medical assessment, test records. There's nothing. Last week, the HOD from HR sent email to my, the union representative saying that, by end of Friday, definitely she will get her back pay salary. Nothing. I'm sitting here today. Today's the what? 31st of?
Yeah, 31st of
31st of October.
Yeah.
There's no money. My son is suspended from crèche. There were days during September or October where my kids cannot go to school because my transport ukhathela my excuses ma'am. They want money. We all know ukuthi imoti ihamba ngepetrol, So they've been delayed of payment and umagogo ufuna imali like. So she ended up saying, you know what, unfortunately I cannot continue giving his service the kids to school. So there were days where nami ngihleli ekhaya nabantwana, and that really affected my kids. That really affected my kids.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It is a lot.
Yeah, and it's terrible. So in terms of the type of help that you are hoping to receive from the viewers at home or anybody that is watching this.
Firstly, I would like City of Ekurhuleni mayor to step in this case.
Okay.
The city manager, I need them to come in and step in because a lot is happening in that center. If I can take you where we work for 12 hours, you'll be shocked. People have been victimized at work.
Yeah.
So, to be honest with you, when Madam Speaker, all this thing is sabotage. I don't want to lie to you. I'm dealing with people who said, because when it comes to that department, when you start speaking out, I'm bold. And if I don't like something, I don't like something.
Yeah.
But people forgot to leave their egos at their homes, and they just come to it because they want to prove the abuse of power.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, not with me.
Sure.
Not with my kids, not with my health.
Yeah.
We are not dealing here with a salary increase or idipedi ukuthi inayiko. We are dealing with a healthy Amla.
Yeah.
We are dealing with my life and my kids. So I need a mayor to step in. I need a city manager to come and step in. I need a South Africa Yonke to assist me with any legal attorneys who can assist me with this case because it's a lot now.
Yeah.
And, South Africa, my fellow South Africans, that would mangati gapeta, but Pagama Zolo. So I need South Africa to Pagama for me and my kids. I think it's enough now.
Yeah.
Because people have been using this, when they're in their position, they be like, yeah, uzo senzani.
Yeah.
But then, unfortunately, not for everyone. The state of that call center, it's a circus. People have been victimized. When there were times where uti ungabi namanzi emsebenzini, and they'll force people to work.
Sure.
Hey, the chairs that we sit while working for 12 hours, like it's ridiculous. People get sick. You know what? When I made them speaker, I'm challenging the City of Ekurhuleni, especially the CRM department where I'm working right now, to have an audit, because it's not only me who didn't get paid in June. People are sick. I've been receiving messages. People are sick. Sick days where they're finished. They are, our supervisors are forcing people to take in capacity. Who are you to overrule the doctor's medical report? Like, I fail to understand. Who are you to overrule the doctor's medical report? People are, I remember we lost one of the colleagues in 2019. She was sick. And during the week, we went there, Hotidisa, as colleagues. With actually, it was me and my other colleague, with two of us, because we live in the same area. Yeah. That mother cried when she heard that, we are from the City of Ekurhuleni. Yeah. And she was like, hey, I hate. Yo. Ngiyalizonda lelo gama, lingibula lelo mntwana. Only to find out the colleague died suffering because her sick days were off, were finished. She was not getting paid.
Imagine being sick and not getting paid. Exactly. That combination on its own, Jay, it's a lot.
It is a lot. It is a lot. Even right now, we have colleagues who are at home not getting paid. I've been receiving my message from since the case because I'm always posting about this case, asking for help because a lot is happening in that call center. So I'm asking Mayor to step in because unfortunately, Tina, as a call center, you are the face of Ekurhuleni. So if we are not satisfied, if we are not well being taken care of, and then what about the customer, the people outside there of Ekurhuleni?
Yeah. Sure, Sissy. Yeah, I hear you, and I believe also this message is going to reach the relevant ears, so that you can get the help that you need, not just for you, but also everybody else who's involved in Ekurhuleni, who's also being, subjected to this injustice that is happening there. In closing, where do the people get you on social media, or numbers that you can share?
All right, on social media, Facebook, I'm Nhlanhla Maybe Straight.
Okay.
And then Twitter, it's Lady N, and TikTok, it's Lady N.
Okay.
Yeah.
And for those who want to assist you, do you want them to contact you directly, or do you want them to contact you via us?
They can send, it's either via you or they can send via email. It's nhlanhlamuyebi, one word, @gmail.com.
Okay. Sure. All the best, Sissy.
Oh,
I'm
thank you
really
so
rooting
much.
for you. I mean, all you ever wanted was just to earn an honest living, and provide for your family.
That's
Nothing
it.
more, nothing less.
That's it.
And this can happen to anyone. That is the sad part about this whole thing. So you can never say when you are too, you are too safe. For as long as you are still wearing those headsets and you are working under those conditions, it can happen to you as well.
Funny enough, on Monday, I received an WhatsApp message. One of my colleagues also got injured the same way.
Sure.
So from April when I got injured,
until now,
the
nothing
system
has
is still
been
there.
done.
So my question is, if I had a meeting on the 23rd of May with an OHS guy, he had the system being giving us giving the sharp sound.
But nothing.
What did he do?
Yeah, nobody's doing anything.
Nothing is doing anything. The problem with that department, they want to put everything under the carpet and move on like nothing happened. And the arrogancy from the management guys, it's too much.
Sure.
So when you start speaking, like you become a victim. Hence, I've been saying this is just a sabotage.
Yeah.
Because maybe if I see something wrong and that affects me, I speak about it.
Yeah. Hey, anyway, to the viewers at home, please leave a comment in the comment section and tell us what you think about today's episode. And also, please do reach out to our sister so that you can see how we can help her. If in any way possible, the mayor of Ekurhuleni is in speed dial, please contact him and tell him Ekurhuleni is burning down and it's one employee at a time. And I don't think this is right, And also the most heartbreaking thing is the fact that this cannot be reversed, So where you can amend and make things right, please do that, for the sake of the people and also the customers. With that being said, thank you so much for joining in. Thank you, Sissy.
It's a pleasure, my dear.
We shall see you guys on the flip side. I love you. God bless you. Mwah.